What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be predicting every single it's the wild card week NFL games. So I'm going to be predicting the 6 playoff games this weekend. And yeah, guys, remember, if you guys like these videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel as it does help a lot. And yeah, let's just jump right into this. Okay, so first game is going to be the Bills at the Colts, or no, the Colts at the Bills. My bad, got that switched up. So I'm gonna take the Bills here. So looking at the Bills defense, the Bills defense is it's trending in the right direction. It really isn't like the greatest defense in the world, but it is definitely above average, and it could definitely contain any offense on any given week. But the Colts had a very good or running game last week, and that's been a constant. Jonathan Taylor has been playing very good. This season, he had over 1,000 yards, and he had over 250 yards last game. So you gotta expect that coming up that performance, the Colts are gonna run the ball more. The Bills did have a pretty good run defense, so we'll see who's gonna be able to win that battle. But I suspect that the Colts will be able to impose their will on the running game. But I do not trust Philip Rivers and that passing game to get in a shootout with Josh Allen, which is why I don't think that they're going to score as many points as the Bills. And now look at the Bills' offense versus the Colts' defense. The Bills' offense has been very high flying. I think they scored 49 points against a very good Dolphins defense last week. So yeah, they can definitely do some work on against good defenses, and the Colts defense is good. I'd say it's better defending the run than the pass, which actually lends to the Bills' favor because the Bills don't really run the ball. They rely on their passing game, which is why they should be able to torch that Colts secondary and score more points than Philip Rivers and get the dub. So yeah, I'm going to be taking the Bills in this game. Next game is going to be the Rams at the Seahawks. I'll take the Seahawks in this game. I mean, I don't really feel too strongly about it. So if Jared Goff was playing in this game, I would probably take the Rams because they said that it would be a challenge for him to play, which means that more than likely he's not going to be playing. So that means that the backup Wolford, I think that was his name, is going to play. And if the backup's going to play, then yeah, I'll take the Seahawks here. So first of all, the Seattle Seahawks offense has not been very good lately. Russell Wilson has not been playing good. The running game has been doing work, but yeah, their passing game is just like non-existent at this point. And couple that with the Rams having probably the best defense in the NFL, you don't think that Russell Wilson and that offense will be putting up too many points, but I do suspect that they will at least put up like 17 or something, and I don't even think Wolford will be able to put up that. So the Seattle Seahawks defense has a very good pass rush, meaning that they will create havoc on Wolford. And even though Wolford is a more mobile quarterback than Jared Goff, I still think that the Seahawks are going to get to him. And because the Seahawks are going to cause that much pressure and disruption, he's not going to have time to let his receivers' routes develop and take advantage of that bad Seattle Seahawks secondary. So I don't even think that Wolford will maybe even score more than like 7 points. So yeah, I'll take the Seahawks here. Okay, next game is going to be the Buccaneers at the Washington football team. Okay, so I am actually going to take the Washington football game in this, or the Washington football team in this game. So, reason number one, the Buccaneers offense, they have been very high flying the past 3 weeks, but all of the past 3 weeks games have been against bad teams and bad defenses. Now, the Washington football team has a very good defense, so you want to expect that some of that success does slow down because they're obviously going to have a more difficult challenge. And we all know that Tom Brady does not play well when he is facing pressure. You look at those games that he lost, like the games against the Saints and the Bears, like all of them, he was facing pressure, and that is why the Buccaneers lost. And the Washington football team has probably the second best pass rush in the NFL, second to the Steelers, of course. So yeah, they are going to be able to get to Tom Brady and make his life like hell. So yeah, I do not think that the Buccaneers offense will do well, especially considering that the whole Washington football team's defense, not just the front seven, is good. So the secondary is also good, meaning that mean that Tom Brady probably won't have receivers getting open in like 1 or 2 seconds. So yeah, I do think that the Washington football team's defense will be able to stop the Buccaneers offense, and like whoever it is, Alex Smith or their backup quarterback, I mean like I don't really expect them to outduel Tom Brady, even though Tom Brady is going to be facing that pass rush. And the Buccaneers do have a good defense in their own right, but they are going to be missing, at least I think they're going to be missing Devin White, which is a very big loss. And I just don't see the Buccaneers putting up that many points. So yeah, I will take the Washington football team in this game. The next game is the Ravens at the Titans. I'll take the Titans here. So first of all, the Titans, for one, Derrick Henry, Derrick freaking Henry, okay? He's going to run wild on the Ravens like he did in their past two meetings. Also, the Titans have beat the Ravens twice in a row. They seem to be the Ravens' kryptonite along with the Chiefs. So you have to expect that they're going to be able to get it done again. As I said earlier, the Titans have Derrick Henry, and so that means that they're going to be able to run the ball, probably as well as the Ravens are going to be able to run the ball. And they will be able to keep Lamar Jackson and the offense off the field and control the clock. And Ryan Tannehill, I trust him way more than Lamar Jackson, at least throwing the ball. And he has some very good targets. And A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. And yeah, they should be able to torch up that Ravens defense and score a lot of points. Now, the Ravens are just coming off a 400 rushing game against the Cincinnati Bengals. And while the Titans defense, I consider it a little better than the Cincinnati Bengals. It's still a bad defense. They let up a lot of yards through the air, though they probably won't have to worry about that too much, as Lamar Jackson doesn't throw for a lot of yards every game. But they also have a very low pass rush, so sacks and all that stuff, quarterback disruptions. Yeah, they're bottom in the league in that, and they're also bottom in the league in run defense. So yeah, you gotta expect that both of these teams' game plans are just going to be able to run. And just keep on running and just throw it only when you need to. But I think that the Titans will win this game just because I trust Derrick Henry more than Lamar Jackson and all those Ravens running backs. And I just feel like, considering that the Titans have already beat them twice, you have to take that into consideration. And that they have Derrick Henry, yeah, I'm going to take the Titans here. Okay, next game is going to be the Chicago Bears at the New Orleans Saints. So I'll take the Saints here. So first of all, the Chicago Bears defense, lately, has not been playing good, and especially against high-flying offenses and playoff teams, it has not been playing good. And guess what? The Saints are a playoff team because, obviously, we're in the playoffs. So I do not think that the Bears defense will be able to hold Drew Brees and all those weapons. Now, we don't know if Alvin Kamara will play because he's going to come off the COVID list on Sunday, and he won't really know the offense, so maybe he won't play. But still, Latavius Murray is a good running back, so no loss there. They're going to get Michael Thomas back. They also have Emmanuel Sanders and Jared Cook, and yeah, I do think that they'll be able to light this Bears defense on fire. And now the Bears offense, while it has been playing good in recent weeks, it only has been putting up a lot of points against bad defenses, and it was kind of exposed against the Green Bay Packers, who don't even have a good defense, but yeah, they were only able to put up 16 points. So, I just don't think that the Bears will be able to win on either side of the ball, offense or defense, which is just why I do think that the Saints will roll them and win by probably double-digit points. And the final wildcard game is the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the Browns, they're missing a lot of players. They're missing their left guard, Joe Bitonio, as well as their head coach, Kevin Stefanski. Don't know who is going to fill in for Kevin Stefanski as their head coach for this game. But, you got to expect that will take a toll on them, their best offensive lineman and their head coach. Now, the Browns want to run the ball, okay? They want to run the ball, right? So, but losing Joe Bitonio will hurt that because he's probably their best offensive lineman, and it will take a hit on the best offensive line in the game, which the Browns do have. Now, I still do think that Nick Chubb will be able to run on them just because Nick Chubb's a beast, man. But I actually don't think that Kareem Hunt will be able to run on them just because in the past two meetings, Kareem Hunt has not been playing good against the Steelers front seven, and without Joe Bitonio, that should be even more. So I expect Nick Chubb will have a better day or have a good day, but Kareem Hunt won't. Now, The Browns' passing game relies heavily on play action, and with Joe Bitonio out, I do think that the Steelers will be able to contain the running game better, meaning that play action will have less effect, but like it should still be a factor in the Browns' passing game. But obviously, the Steelers and Browns played last week, and the Browns won 24-22. But that is considering the Steelers didn't play their quarterback, Big Ben, their center, Marcus Pouncey, their best defensive player of the year, T.J. Watt. I mean, like if he doesn't win defensive player of the year, like I don't know what they're doing, man. And also, they didn't play Cameron Hayward, their defensive tackle, who is a very good run stopper and a very good pass rusher. So yeah, the Steelers were missing a lot of players, some due to coaches' decisions, and also some due to COVID, like Joe Hayden, and some due to injuries, like Terrell Edmonds and Chris Boswell. So they are going to be more healthy going into this game, and I just think that the Steelers, considering that they only lost by 2 points, if they converted a 2-point conversion, who knows how that game would have went, and they're getting all their players back, then I do think that they will be able to beat the Browns, considering that the Browns are also losing some of their players. So anyways, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Too easy!